is Paul Heyman, and you're listening to the Bob Culture Podcast with your host, Rob Crother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at Boardwalk Beatdown, hanging out with another high flyer. You know I love those high flyers. The man, the myth, the legend, all the way from Orlando, Florida. We got Serpentico. Dude, thanks for a few minutes. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you got the built-in microphone filter ready to go. He came
you
prepared.
Don't know who I'm talking to. When I'm talking, it's great.
It's awesome, man. So coming from Florida, man, you've been traveling all over here. We saw you getting here this morning. Tell us your origin story, man. I want to know how this Serpentico came about, and did a meteor hit the earth, and then you were born? What happened?
Yeah, well, I was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico, right? So it's very my childhood's very. My background is Lucha Libre, right? So every Saturday, Sunday, religiously on TV, all you would see is Lucha Libre.
Right.
You'd had WWC, then IWA, and then WWE when they had Super Astros. It's their version of Latin superstars. We had to watch 3 or 4 hours of Lucha Libre a day. Right? So it was always ingrained in my blood, and my dad used to be a wrestler too back home. Didn't wear a mask, but
You said your dad?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, my dad used to wrestle back home, and then New York too for a little bit. He got hurt, got a big boy job, but you know he would take me through matches. So
Similar style,
yeah, just same body type as me. So
that's awesome. That's really cool,
yeah,
man.
So I started wrestling back home, trained by Ricky Mendez or Mil Muertes from Lucha Underground, is better known now. Moved to Florida, trained with the Dudleys. That's where I learned my ring psychology from.
Oh,
and
really?
Serpentico is just an amalgamation of all my experiences, right? I started wrestling without a mask.
Okay.
For a good portion of my career, maybe 14, 15 years of it.
Yeah.
I started wrestling 17.
I think I saw a little bit of that. Yeah.
But recently, because just I've come to realize that this is more my style. This is more me. Right, I can be a good guy, I can be a bad guy, I can be high fly, I can be a brawler. And now I was a big fan of mass growing up.
Yeah.
And one day I just sat down with an artist friend of mine called Pale Horse Design, Chris Parks back in St. Pete. And we sat down and hashed out this Serpentico character, and this is what you see now.
I dig it, man. Really cool. And I saw the matchup for tonight versus Tolpa, who I'm somewhat familiar with.
Yep.
Another high flyer. I saw the mask. I'm like, oh, dude, I hope this is another high-flying style. Who were some of your favorites? Were you into pro wrestling, obviously?
Absolutely,
on TV?
As long as I can remember, I was, right?
Yeah. Who are your favorite superstars to watch?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
It's all good.
Who are your influences?
Influences, obviously, you have Rey Mysterio. That's
of course,
one.
yeah.
That's what got me into wrestling.
Right? Yep. Similar body type, both small guys. He's the one that showed me, wow, I can do this.
Did you ever in the ring with him yet?
No, I have not. I'm actually in the same convention with him next week. I'm going to Las Vegas.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Not the same match. We're on the same show. I'm actually very excited about.
Oh, yes, please.
Rey Mysterio would be one. Eddie Guerrero would be another one.
Oh,
right?
man.
You have both ends of the spectrum. You got a masked guy who's, just high-flying master, yeah. Then you got Eddie, who's also high-flying, but a really good base, and a really good character, a really good promo. Right? I try to pull from both those guys because those are the best, in my opinion, right? And then and my third one would be Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Again,
classic.
For obviously not a smaller guy compared to Eddie and Ray, but he was still a small guy in the WWF.
Yeah,
right?
back in those days, it was like the land of the giants.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's one time where not Shawn Michaels, an Xbox story. I met Xbox once.
Okay.
And, I never met him before, so before that, I'm like, oh, he's small, and I met him, and I had to legit look up. I'm like, oh.
Oh, wow.
You're small. If you are small,
yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But all those guys I'm always drawn to because all my life I've been small in stature, right? So
that's the same. I've always been attracted to smaller
draw
guys. Yeah.
You draw
Me too.
For what you like and what you enjoy, and people that inspire you, and that's it. Those are my 3 guys right there.
That's a great answer, man. How about outside of wrestling, man? Any hobbies or anything like that?
So I do. I'm a big video game junkie.
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh,
If I'm
we're gonna be
not
talking for a while.
If
Yeah.
I'm not traveling, I'm on my couch just playing video games.
What are you playing?
Right now, I just finished Fallout 4 just because they announced Fallout 76. I had to go back and restart it because I can't play a new file without playing the last one, beating it.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been playing Dead Cells. That came out on Switch recently, so I'm playing that.
Do you stick to the new stuff, or do you play any retro games? Because that's what I'm into.
I'm into retro games. I do anytime.
My man.
Anytime,
This guy, yeah.
Like, I got the Super NES Classic that came out. I bought that.
Yes, as one should.
NES, I got all that. My entertainment center is all consoles.
That's
And
I'm the same exact
we
way,
got
man.
show him some
and
pictures.
My
near
OCD
this.
it's by order of release.
You and I are the same person. I will show you pictures after
So
this.
it's like left to right. It's just order of release. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, okay.
That's
And
awesome.
apart from that, I do help at the Team 3D Academy. I do help train there.
Oh,
Do you
nice.
really?
I'm there Monday through Thursday, helping tomorrow's stars as well. So
Good for you, man. That's awesome. You said you've been doing it for some time now,
Yeah.
man. Traveling all over the place. What's on the Serpentico playlist? What are the tunes?
So tunes, it's really hard because it depends on my mood, right? And I usually don't like. I like traveling, but when I travel, I like to be alone and having my, just.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of, not just
I like this guy.
podcasts, but like.
I like him
crime
too.
Podcasts, conspiracy theory podcasts. I listen more podcasts than music recently.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
man. I'm the same way. Sometimes you want like that conversation,
absolutely,
and I love
yeah.
music, but
Yeah.
I get you, man. Going into tonight's match
Yeah.
versus Tulpa,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be super high flying, super fun. You got any tricks up your sleeve or any strategy going into this one?
So, I wasn't planning on this, but Tulpa put out a video recently.
I saw it.
About he treated me as, I'm the supervillain, he's a superhero.
Well, that's why I was coming into you. I was like, okay.
So, I was going to have it to be mano a mano, be very respectful. But, hey, man, if he wants me to be a supervillain, I'm the best one of its kind. So
Wow,
that's all I'm
interesting.
going to say about that because I want him and the people to be surprised to see what I had planned. So.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, man, you know what? I was supposed to be talking to him later, but I don't see him, so
Yeah.
I don't know. You're taking over right now. That's right, man. Hey, thanks for a few minutes, man.
Of course, I appreciate
where
it.
can we follow in your social media and all
You
that
guys
good
go
stuff?
To, Lucha_Cruz. That's both Instagram and Twitter. And then on Facebook, just /Serpentico. You'll see it, yeah.
Awesome, man. All right, good luck to you tonight. I'm excited for the match.
Thank you so much, guys.
All right, see you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this episode of the Bob Culture Podcast. Don't forget to support the show on patreon.com/Bob Culture Podcast for some great incentives. I'd like to give a shout out to my patrons Jay Crow, Shannon Cruz, and of course Mike and Michelle Vermillion from Sledgepad Innovations. Sledgepad is the bass drum dampening system used by national acts like Pink, Goo Goo Dolls, Cher, Collective Soul, and a whole bunch more. Check them out at sledgepad.com. And of course, if you're a fan of the show, please subscribe on YouTube, check us out at podbean.com, and leave me a review at iTunes.
Hey, bats, kiddos, Joker here, and you're listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Bob Culture Podcast with one of our favorite guests of all time. Honestly, Elevate Pro, longest reigning heavyweight champion. Round of applause, please. The one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, straight out of 3D Academy. You know he's working over there. King Serpentico. Serpentico, thank you again for a few minutes. How are you, bro?
I'm good. Thank you for the very warm welcome in 42 degrees in New Jersey, and I'm wearing tights. That's great. It's great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. So obviously a lot warmer down in Florida. First and foremost, I gotta say, follow this guy on social media because he is fantastic. I love his posts. I want to talk to you a little bit about, obviously you teach, very involved in the wrestling world. But I want to talk to you about like your philosophy. I feel like sometimes like I take a lot from your social media posts. Like one particularly kind of hit home with me. You were like, don't care if you make people angry or people hate you or whatever. I forget exactly what it was, but I took a lot for that, and it kind of applied to the wrestling business. What is kind of like your overall like philosophy in this very crazy business?
My philosophy is actually pretty simple. I got into wrestling, and I want to leave it better than when I found it. That's all I want to do, right? No matter where I go, where I wrestle, who I teach, or what I do for the rest of my life. Like once I leave wrestling, I want to have made an impact, a positive impact, whether it be through matches, through the students that I put out there, through the stories I try to tell, right? The like you were saying, the social media posts, just eye-opening, tell people or show people that it's okay to, be hated. It's okay to not do good. It's okay to mess up. Hey, we all mess up. It's great. Just get up the next day and keep going.
Yeah, take it, man. Yeah. Really good. And another one, I know I sound like a stalker right now, but basically another thing I really enjoyed, like the big hurricane coming through Florida. You're like, this is how I prepared for the hurricane. I adopted 2 dogs. How's it being a dog? I'm a big dog guy. How's it like being a dog dad right now?
It's awesome. It's very worrisome now that I travel every weekend, so I'm always worried about them when I'm gone, but we gotta. Me and my girlfriend, like, either tag team, taking care of them, or like there's a pet resort right next to my apartment, so they're in good hands. It's awesome. It's great. Like, the reason why we did it is because we got stuck that weekend at home. We couldn't travel. We couldn't go anywhere. I'm like, you know what? Like, we're fortunate enough to have, like, we're okay and we have a good place to live. Let's at least rescue 2 souls that don't have to, like, to weather this storm, right? So, and now, don't get me wrong. Can I curse on this?
Yes, you can. Curse all you want.
I love these dogs, but they're assholes sometimes. One's 6, Gordo, the pit bull 6. Trixie's 1, the little smaller black one. I don't know what she is. She is the ringleader, though. She gets Gordo in trouble every day. Every day. I get home and my masks are everywhere, my shoes are, my boots are everywhere. They don't destroy them. They're just like collecting them and just laying on them, which is cute. But I don't spend a lot of money on my stuff, so it's very worrisome to go home like, does this smell like pee? I hope it doesn't. Please don't. Dog hair. Is it slobber? Is it slobber? I don't know. Hopefully it's just slobber. But they're awesome. Like they make me get up at 6 in the morning every day to walk them. So it gets me on a schedule, though. Like, I want to be home now every day, more than usual, right? But they're great, They're very. I can tell they're very appreciative to have a home now. They sleep in beds, they're not in a cage anymore. So it's awesome. It's a really good. It's really good. It's good to have around you, like appreciative pets that want to be around you and they're happy to be around you. It's great. It's awesome.
So at Boardwalk Beatdown, we were talking about retro gaming. I saw that you have your game room set up.
Yeah.
What is your favorite video game, whether it be retro or newer game?
So right now I'm actually playing Apex Legends. It's all I play right now. Okay. Whenever I'm home, I wake up at 6 in the morning, I walk these dogs, I feed them, they go back to bed. I can't go back to bed. My girlfriend doesn't wake up till 10, so like, all right, I got at least 4 straight hours of gameplay with me.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing that. I'm very into that. Me and Desmond Xavier and Lisa Dorado are just constantly playing this. Okay. As far as like offline games right now, I'm replaying the Batman Arkham series.
Ooh, okay.
So every year around Batman Day, I pull that out, I install them again, I play through all of them.
Nice.
It's something that I just have to do.
Okay.
And then WWE 2K20 comes out.
Did you pre-order it?
No, well, I have my masses in it this year. They actually, yeah.
Are you serious?
A little Easter egg. It's in there, so.
Are you?
Yeah, go into Creator Wrestler, go play it, go check it out. It's really cool.
You heard it here first.
That is awesome.
Really cool Easter egg for wrestling fans. And every year that comes out, I'm like, oh, it's so hard to make your mask. I'm like, I know. So thankfully, 2K and Visual Concepts teamed up and they reached out and we, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Matt, you got a question real quick? Go ahead, bro.
This has been a big year for you, getting a lot of looks, and that directly led to that announcement there with the 2K20. How absolutely thrilled are you with how this past year's been going?
Oh, it's great. Like, I don't, I say this every year, like, I only keep doing this if the year I'm in is better than the last.
Okay.
Right? That's my goal. If this year's better than the last, then I'll keep going. Right? The 1 year where it kind of goes back in time, backwards, and all right, maybe it's not worth it anymore. But for the last 17 years, every year has been better and better and better. So I can't complain. And I've always want to be part of a video game, and this year I finally am. That to me is like the biggest thing for a gamer that wakes up at 6 in the morning just to play video games. That's something that I never thought possible. So every year's better than the last, and I'm keep doing it until I can't do it anymore, I guess.
Gotcha.
That's awesome.
And last, I want to be respectful of your time, man. Thanks again. It's always great catching up with you, seeing you, man. I'm super stoked about the video game more than ever now. So I'll be like, oh, what's your moves? I got to get your move set right and get the entrance, all the, what entrance tunes you like and all that. A lot of, big year for wrestling, lastly. I want to ask you your thoughts on kind of, they say it's not a competition. We all know it is a competition. The real winners and all of this are the fans. Any opinions on this? And also, what does the future hold for Serpentico mixed up in all of this?
Yeah, I think wrestling has been, right now, it's better than it has been in a long, long time. There's places to watch wrestling. There's places to work. There's so much wrestling on TV right now. A lot of people get jaded because, oh, no, there's so much wrestling now. I'm like, that's a good thing. That means more people have jobs. That means more people have opportunities. That means if there's something you don't like on Monday, guess what? Try Tuesday, try Wednesday, try Thursday. There's literally something every day for everybody. I think that's a win for fans and wrestlers alike. And as far as, oh boy, sorry, there's a match going on behind us and someone's gonna set on fire. I hope not. So as far as for me, there's some things in works that I can't really talk about right now. But at the same time, I'm very fortunate to be where I am at right now. I still train during the week. I train new students. During the weekends, I'm always traveling, wrestling. And sometimes I get people from WWE and AEW to come to the school and work on their things, because there's still, everyone should keep learning. Everyone should try to strive to be better than we were yesterday, right? You shouldn't be stagnant, right? So a lot of them reach out to us because we are in Central Florida, and it's really easy to get to, for sure. So I keep my hands busy with that. So hopefully within the next few weeks something else pops up. So I'll let you guys know. You'll be able to see something soon. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Serpentico, thank you again for a few minutes, man. Best of luck to you. Always great catching up with you, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys very much.